Yeah, I booked it.
You say
They said no.
they say walk in.
They said no. So
Anyway. Okay. If we have to copy up there.
okay, so
Yeah. I put everything in the spreadsheet and start to look at the first few only.
Okay.
So let's go through that one again. $54 items.
yeah. Wait, let's. So the first one, the first comment.
First comment, they have comment on the type of the object here. Actually, I would rather to go back to our original.
So first comment is PDR, and they're saying suggest changing. No, we can't change that.
No.
Okay, so
But actually, in the PDR, it shows like this. So I think we keep this was better if we want it. This
what do you mean show?
in the PDR. This is coming for the PDR.
Right.
And PDR actually, the verbiage is like this. So
Well,
so I had a typo.
wait. It says the PDR defined the two project objectives. Where does it say?
Where's the two objectives?
here,
No, this is not the two
No,
objectives.
No, that's not the objectives.
no?
No.
PDR is, because it's a PDR.
Right. Yeah, it should be, this is a problem
This is-
definition report. Okay. so
PDR, yeah, PDR.
We're, okay, we should say what are the objectives? It should actually be problem definition.
The first page, I think is summary already showed.
It should jump right up. Constraints. Do we summarize at the end? Refined objectives, provide backup raw water control center, upgrade remote controls and
Oh,
communications
yeah.
infrastructure.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
no change it.
Yeah. So no. Huh?
No change it.
No change
Provide-
because
yeah,
it's approved.
Because it's what
It's
the
approved.
PDR says.
Okay,
Right.
that's it. No. Okay, yes,
No. Basically, yeah, we basically want to say, we don't want to change the objective of the PDR.
Yeah, the
That-
PDR
That's the
That's
the
an
whole
approved,
problem.
right?
That's
And
the-
and it's an approved document.
Mhm.
You know. So here's what. I think-
Forget what it, because we have something different.
Yeah, don't write, don't, maybe I'll write this out. And
Uh-huh.
what I want to write is, this is from the PDR. This is from the approved
This is from
PDR. Approved PDR. So
PDR.
you cannot change.
You cannot change.
You cannot change. On the other hand, if you want to change it, you can do that through the change management. Yeah. Right?
Right.
No?
Yeah. I think, reading his comment,
Yeah.
Because suggest
it actually,
you don't want.
he's really not trying to change the scope of the project, I think he's trying to eliminate the remote control stuff.
So,
And so I think he's implying that this includes remote controls, and that
Yeah.
really shouldn't be in the case. I still think we should say, this is what the PDR says.
yes.
If we want to elaborate on that, it shouldn't be in this particular paragraph.
Good.
But anyway, yeah, I would say the PDRs have been approved, and we're not going to change the title there. So
The PDR has been approved.
we could talk about. Anyway.
Because what I want to do is I want to say, you know, it's an approved document. We cannot change it, like we're all saying. But I want to give them an opening and say, if you still want to change it, you can do it through change management.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that gives them an opening that, okay, I have somewhere I can change it. And change management is when? It's due somewhere in February, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Number two, and the reason why I'm saying this is that, you see, number two is almost similar.
Yeah.
Right.
We cannot change the project proposal. It's approved.
Yeah, the project proposal said mobilizable.
Yeah.
Right. So again, you can write here, this is from the approved project proposal. So you cannot change it. If you want to change it, you can do it through change management. Right?
Yeah.
So similar, almost similar. Then here, number three is what?
Just a question.
Suggest relocating. Oh, it's almost similar. Well,
Number three.
number three is what?
Number three should include admin and waste quality lab.
Your thing here.
Yeah, because
Oh,
we say
number three.
we say district headquarters.
Oh, it's the
Amendment.
same.
We didn't specifically call out the admin building or water quality
It's
lab.
campus.
But this is coming from. This is from the
Tom Lawrence.
Yeah, but I mean, is from the
Project
approved project proposal. So
yes.
you cannot change it. It's the same. Most of their this thing is the same. If you want to change it, then you change it through change management.
Right.
Because this thing was approved when? 2012.
Yes.
We are not going back to 2012 to go and change it.
Right.
Yeah. And realistically,
Because
it really does, what he's asking for, it's not gonna change anything.
yeah,
You
but
know.
you see, I think because as I was reading it, we take care of this somewhere in the feasible. Remember, you when you reviewed it and you
Right.
said we should talk about the admin building or something,
Yeah,
something,
right.
and so we take care of it later on. You know, but I think when they were going through here, you know, so most of these initial changes, they cannot change it.
You know, and especially, yeah, we say district headquarters / Almaden campus.
Yeah,
Campus is the like
That's the whole area.
exactly. So why,
I wouldn't
you know,
change it, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah.
change it. So
No
almost
change.
same
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
Then number 4 is he saying suggest relocating. Now again, we are not changing these things, which you know is the same.
Yeah.
We just repeat this thing, you know. Then number 5. Number 5 is talking about the alternatives, right? And he's saying it should be more clear that these are alternatives.
We go into very technical detail.
Right, and I think he actually kind of has a point. Maybe,
Yeah.
basically, you know, when we're looking at these conceptual alternatives for, but we actually say for objective number 1, provide backup. Now, I think he's saying, you know, okay, well, objective number 1 is to provide a backup raw water control center. He's saying, okay, he's saying we're just looking at the location, but not the HMI system. Because you could imply that providing a backup raw water control center includes the HMI system. I think he's actually got a point. We're basically just looking at the location. We're gonna let him worry about the HMI. Because you you don't really have a backup raw water control center without the HMI.
Okay, so here, he wants us to add that text, what is put there, that these alternatives are for location of the backup raw
Yes. Yeah.
only.
Yeah, just the location.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Mm-hmm. But actually, this depot is just for location.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we can add
Yeah.
these alternatives, and maybe you can say these alternatives, maybe in the second sentence, do you see where the second, these alternatives
Mm-hmm.
are for location.
Or you could say these alternative these location alternatives. Okay.
No, yeah, let me
Okay.
just use
Yeah, okay.
his wording.
Okay. All right.
For the location of the backup raw water control center only.
Mm-hmm.
Only. Should we add and not the alternatives for? I think just leave it.
Well, no, I think that's okay because I think we
Yeah,
ended up.
that's
I
okay.
think we end up saying that later
Saying
on.
that- yeah, so
You know.
we'll just add this.
Mhm.
Okay, so, and that's what, number
That's-
5?
That's number 5.
Okay, so add text
Mm-hmm.
suggested.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll refine this as we.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, number 6.
I have no problem to change the title for this one. You make more
Change what title?
the alternative B1 because we say provide fiber optic cable and radio communication at all sites. And here more elaborated. He say fiber optic cable for primary communication and radio backup at all sites. The radio backup fine, no problem.
Okay, so that's what you mean by concur.
Mm-hmm. Concur.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
All right. Number 7, same?
Number 7 is for B2. He say fiber optic cable or lease line, primary communication. And radio backup, no, I don't agree. This is probably not. Because as per the curve, the memo looks fiber optics for everywhere. He said all. Okay, actually I say portion. Means not everywhere. And he say fiber or this line.
Oh, I see what he's.
Oh, I see
Yeah.
what he's saying.
Yeah.
I think I agree.
I
Agree,
think I
yeah,
think I
agree.
tend
I
to
think
agree.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I
Yeah,
agree.
because,
Mm.
yeah, we say portion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what do you mean by, okay,
Mhm.
I think, okay, concur.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Yep.
similar, okay.
Okay.
Then number 8. Number 8
Is for B3.
Yeah,
suggest,
that's okay.
Yeah, it's
I
okay.
think that's
it's okay?
Mhm.
All right.
That's okay.
Mhm.
Number 9 is both news servers and workstation. He's saying, if not, what are we evaluating?
Okay, so I think he's saying, when we looked at headquarters room A315,
Yeah.
which is about the size of half of this
Room.
right?
Yeah.
He said, you're putting both new servers and new workstations and a full operator console and associated infrastructure like phones, binders, and all that in a room that's very small.
Very small.
Mhm.
He said, is that really what we did? Or if not, what value would please clarify? And no, basically that was it. Yeah, we said a room A315 it's too small.
Yeah.
Basically, I think we ended up concurring. It just doesn't work very well.
Right.
Now they may come back and say, well, why did you just look at A315? Well, that was the site that we had talked about, that's where they already have
Yeah.
equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not really sure how we would incorporate that comment.
If not, no, we can. This one we
basically
don't.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're correct.
I mean, you're correct. But if it is not, then that alternative is not good. Basically, that's our answer to it.
Yeah.
You know,
We take
because
it-
we are not giving alternatives which are perfect.
Right.
Right.
And so here, what you have to respond here is, because he's asking the question, if not, what evaluated, please clarify or add additional. We don't need, if not big enough, because I think that's what he's alluding to,
Mhm.
right? If not, no.
I think he's saying, if not, meaning, is this really what you evaluated? If not, then what did you evaluate? And I think this is what we evaluated.
This is what we evaluated. So
And
I'm trying to figure out what.
So I would say what we evaluated was putting all those things into room A315.
Yes, okay. So put what was evaluated is all the things in A315.
And let's just look at,
Is it not big enough?
And maybe just add, if not big enough, then this alternative is not
and
good.
when we look at our table,
Yeah,
Yeah.
4.3.1, construction challenges impacts, current room A315 is not large enough.
yeah.
Yeah. Page
So
number 10.
do we just reference,
Page
let
number
me
10.
say, see the table.
see
See
table,
table 3 on page 10.
Yeah, see
Yeah.
table,
or just,
three.
yeah,
Mhm.
okay.
see
Yeah.
table, whatever.
Yeah, that's what we said.
That's
Yeah.
what we said,
Mhm.
okay.
That's what we evaluated.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Number 10, he's talking about the same distance.
Yeah, his typo actually is EOC.
Oh, wait,
This means EOC. He referred to EOC, but he just copied the same.
who
Um,
copied? You did?
No, he copied. You look at number number 10.
Oh, I think maybe that might be a typographical error.
Yeah.
He said, because he made the comment
For
in
A2.
dealing with A2, which is
Mhm.
really the admin building EOC.
Right.
But then he says all in A315. I think he's saying all in the admin building
Admin
EOC
EOC
room.
Yeah.
So then you just say, the same, right?
Yeah.
Well,
The
then-
same answer that we
What
gave.
did we say? You know, 4.3.1.
We say plan
Oh,
to
it's planned to be
full.
fully occupied by watersheds, so,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same, right? Same answer.
Mhm.
Okay, all right. Okay, then, Thomas, can be more specific as to which room?
No number. He want a no number for the
Oh, for
storage.
Santa Teresa.
Santa Teresa. but we are not use that loan.
Do we have a room?
There's a loan, but Chris doesn't want that change, right?
Chris,
Chris Method.
well, we can just take the room here. If you have a room, let's put the room
No
there.
number, yeah, okay. Put
Yeah,
number.
you know the room?
I think we can find it.
We can find it.
Find the room, put,
Okay.
put the room number.
Okay,
That's
put-
our answer.
okay.
This is the room
Okay,
number.
yeah.
Because in the end, we're not even using it, you know, right?
Right.
Mhm.
You know, in the end, but you know, we just give him the room number.
Okay.
And then James has got the same comment again.
Again, for
And, you know, we also might want to just say, you know, later on, we just kind of roll this out, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
So
and maybe we just say,
ref-
yeah, we, you know.
refer to
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we understand your concern,
Com-
but, you know, we're saying it needs to be mobilizable.
Yeah.
So it does, none of these would work anyway.
Anyways,
It's
So-
kind of a moot point.
moot point. So can we say refer to something?
Yeah, it could be said, same thing, no loan in current occupied building. Maybe another location available on site.
No, but what Todd is saying is, you know, we take care of it later on.
Right.
And so if we take care of it later on, we just say refer to,
Same thing.
Okay, yeah,
Same.
2.4.
yeah, 2.4. right?
2.4, it says, after the development of the discussions and evaluation, conceptual alternatives, receipt of Kurt's memo, it was decided to carry the conceptual alternatives forward to the feasible alternatives and apply direction from Kurt's memo at feasible alternative space. And maybe, is that where we decided to do we
Yeah,
impose
we
mobilizable,
impose
right?
mobilizable.
Mhm.
And maybe that's where we put it. We basically said, you know, based on that,
Yeah,
our direction was to
Was.
do something mobilizable.
right. So
And
give
then-
me, so you can put refer to.
And that's 2.4.
2.4,
Mhm.
all right?
And
Yeah.
the direction given in in the documents listed in
Yeah, the
2.4
memo,
said
right.
they should be mobilizable.
Mobilizable, and so.
And that's
this-
what we're doing.
This all became moot point. Okay. And so number 13 is almost the same, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. I think number, yeah.
12
13, I think.
and, yeah, I think they're,
Yeah, 12,
yeah.
12, 13, and then,
I
and
think,
14 is almost the same. No?
yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, I think he's making a case for having something mobilizable.
Exactly. That's basically what he's doing,
Right.
you know. Okay, so number 15, he's saying only need to add for sites that don't currently have radio. I think we can add this language, if that's what he's
I
looking
think so,
for.
yeah, that I think makes sense. I mean,
Yeah.
if we had radio, we're not gonna, if we have a radio that works well, we're not gonna replace it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, yeah, this will be concur, add text, add the text, right?
Mhm.
You're gonna
Yeah.
add what he's saying there, right?
Mhm. Concur.
Then,
Sixteen.
sixteen. Microwave communication will only be used for self to head and
That's new information. And I think if that's the case, I think we should get something from IT giving us that direction.
Yeah, but I think
And I'm
we
not
should
really sure it matters.
respond.
Yeah.
We should respond and say, this is new direction after this alternatives have been developed. You know, and so maybe moving forward, we will need IT direction that he's talking about.
Okay.
All right.
Mhm.
So put in there that this is new direction. New direction from IT. Moving forward, capital will need this direction. Direction from IT. Right?
Yeah.
And is that a change management thing?
Yeah, and
And
yeah.
then,
So
feedback.
add that need this direction from IT and use change management process. Okay,
And that's,
I should take care of it. Now, he has a whole bunch of
17 is, looks like the
17.
same as 15.
Yeah.
same as 15, right?
Yeah, that should be okay then.
That should be okay. Okay, same as 15. And then 18 is same as 16.
Yep.
And then 19,
Same
is it the same?
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
as
as
15,
same as
right?
17.
As 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, yeah, it's the same as,
Yeah, all same.
And then 20 is same as
As 18.
16. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So now we go to 21. So 21 should be included as an option for. Yeah, we do that. Is that not
well,
what the criteria is for?
well, I think what happened here is when we had our problem definition meeting, I think we had a thing here that said, well, this is a criteria that we're gonna rate things by. We said, you know, what's important, and we I thought, did we do that? We basically set up a criteria that we were gonna evaluate different alternatives by. And I think what he wants to do is he wants to break up, and it's like, when we started looking at certain things, it was like, well, what category does this particular item fit in? And so we kind of lumped them in there, and I think he wants to split it back up.
Yeah, I don't think that we should do that. Because he's going back, you know, we've done, yeah, and you
In
know,
workshop.
that's you know, I mean, what I might agree, and I saw this thing somewhere that the mobilizable system should be more of an engineering criteria
Just
than-
move the categories.
than
Fine.
an economic criteria, which I kind of agree with him, you know. But this is just, you know, this one, I don't think that's this thing. So let's 21, we'll come back to 21.
Mhm.
Let me find where he, you know, he says this thing. 22, yes. I think 22 we concur, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
So you're gonna, we'll add what he's talking about.
Mhm.
23, he says, Kurt's memo only addressed copper and fiber.
Oh, there it says it shouldn't be fixed or mobilizable, and I think we were saying that, no, the project proposal said mobilizable.
Yeah,
So there, I think, no.
no.
The direction we were given was
Yeah.
mobilizable because.
Well, he should read the project proposal, right? That's what we're talking about. So here, 23, just say no. Please read. Please read the project proposal, the approved. Or how do we?
Because we add it after we get this one, but doesn't mean the memo need us to add it, right? It's timing. You say we add this one, it's after we receive the current memo. So I think your meaning is why we add this one is after we have something, but not because we refer to his memo. And he say it's not refer the memo. The memo only say fiber, doesn't say the mobilizable.
No, do you understand this? What he is saying is completely wrong. The memo, see, he's reading the memo, but he doesn't realize that the memo referenced
Yeah.
the approved project
Project plan.
proposal.
Okay,
And-
yeah,
And
yeah.
and the memo said,
Yeah.
follow the project proposal.
Follow the project proposal.
The
Yeah.
project proposal says mobilizable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Okay.
You know, and
It's
so
not it.
that's why I'm trying to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
okay.
basically, that's what we said.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Basically, Kurt's memo referred
Refer.
us
Refer
to the project
project
proposal,
proposal.
which says we
Yeah.
want mobilizable.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You know.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to find.
Yeah.
Okay, leave this. I'll come up with
Yeah.
a wording.
Mhm.
I'm trying to find a word to tell him that
Okay.
the memo referenced the approved project proposal,
Mhm.
and the approved project proposal,
Directed us to
the
use
directors of
mobilizable.
mobilizable, and so that okay. So I'll come up with this.
Mhm.
But yeah, you concentrate on the 23. I'll come up with what to write. And 24, he said construction cost is too high.
And this is just the waiting.
Waiting.
10% is too high.
Cost
He
is-
knows.
Cost is enough, is important. Not too
Okay,
high.
that's, this is okay. 10% is okay. Just put 24, put 10% is okay. That in other places we use higher percentage.
Right.
So this is not too high. Then he said mobilizable 25. So 25,
Again, this
refer
is-
him to,
And, I now looking at this,
Yeah.
it's like mobilizable shouldn't even be, I mean, it's a given. It really shouldn't be a criteria description,
well,
any-
that's what he's trying to say. But when you go to the table where we did the analysis, see, we applied it across board.
Right.
So there we go. I mean, and that's what he's talking about.
I think what he was trying to say was,
Yeah. We
okay,
shouldn't.
we have 5 alternatives. He said we should have 10, really. We should have headquarters building and then something mobilizable at headquarters. One at admin building or something mobilizable at admin building. Something at Santa Teresa or something mobilizable at Santa Teresa.
But that's not the way it works.
That's not the way it works.
That's not the way it works, Yeah.
Yeah, they're just waiting, not the score.
So.
It's just criteria.
Where is it? Number 24, I said that's okay. 10% is okay. Other ones we are aware of are higher. Okay. Then 25 is what you're talking about. Should be an option for each alternative.
And then we referred to the project proposal. that basically says,
Should be an option
No.
for each alternative instead.
No, repeat that.
I think what he's saying, it says should be an option for each alternative instead. I think he is saying that a most mobilizable option for each alternative.
Yeah, but,
Yeah, and we should say no, mobilizable is, we were given direction to do mobilizable. Right? Or am I,
no, wait, because this is, you see, this is
Weighting.
here, we're coming up with weighting factors and this thing. We are not differentiating between
Okay.
alternatives.
okay,
So that's where I think he's mistaken.
okay,
Yeah.
Because here we're just setting the rating for each criteria, you know. So, you know, I think, you know, he's saying the same thing that we did when we actually did the analysis. Because when we did the analysis, we went across board. Right? If you look at table 3, you see we went, mobilizable is across all the alternatives.
yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's almost saying the same, he's saying the same thing, you know, should be an option for each alternative. And that is what we did.
Yeah.
Oh,
Refer to
Okay,
just refer to the
Yeah,
table.
that's what we did. Refer to table 3, right?
Table 4, actually,
Table
table 4.
four?
Table
Okay.
4 have the numbers.
yeah.
Table 4, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so remember, oh, what happened? I got my table. The table
11,
mixed
page
up.
11.
Page 11.
Next page. That's the scores.
That's the score. So actually it's table 3 and table 4.
Yeah, 3
Table
and
3
4.
and 4. Yeah, that's what we did.
Mhm.
Okay. And then he comes again and says 10% is too high. Same as previous answer. Same as 24. It's not too high. It's honestly. Okay. So here he says suggest 27. And yeah,
He give a more description.
more description, you can put
Fine,
it in there.
No problem.
Yeah. Right? What do you think?
It's
Yeah,
great.
just put in there. I don't think it changes anything.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
I don't think it changes anything.
Concord.
Okay.
Okay. Then
28. Same thing.
so 28, we already got direction from Kurt's memo.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's, yeah,
We already got direction. If you want to change it, you have to change it through change management.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah.
You okay with, yeah.
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 Yeah, I just repeat the same comment.
Yeah, through change management. Okay. All right. And he says this thing, you know, is the same like we did before, right?
Yeah.
We're not changing, you know, this is from
Right.
the-
Yeah. Because you said we can print the same thing over
the-
here.
yeah, I just printed it here.
For reference, yeah.
Okay. Then he says include explicit reference to the source of this as being a requirement. It's from the project, approved project appraiser, proposal.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yep, yep.
Project proposal, project.
Well, if you didn't know that, if you didn't read the project proposal
No,
recently.
Yeah, they haven't read the
No,
project proposal.
Thomas-
You know,
No, he don't.
yeah.
Uh, 29, we already answered, right?
Yeah. Basically from project proposal. 29. you know, 30, so then,
31.
Where do we go? We've
31.
answered 31, right?
Yeah, 31.
Okay, 31. These are not alternatives to control center. These are just different locations. Well, yes, they are different locations, but they also serve as alternatives,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well,
31.
oh, these are not alternatives for the control center. These are just different locations to install workstations to connect the SCADA network, and none reference a mobilizable raw water control center.
Yeah, but that's why we put the mobilizable in the table.
Yeah. Okay.
Because when we are analyzing, then we do that. Yeah. So, yeah, I respond this 31, right?
31, yeah.
You know, yes, locations, but there are also different alternatives.
Now that's,
No?
look, no, I'm just reading through this better here. It's like,
This alternative way is no same.
we just, this is the discussion that we ought to just be referring to. It's like, this is what you told us to do.
Yeah. So.
It's like, and then they question, well,
Maybe-
give us, you should get direction. It's like, well, this explains how we got the
We
direction.
got the direction. You know,
Okay.
so yeah.
Okay.
All right, so that's this thing. Then we are, wait, 32? 32, he says Unit 4 is completing installation and deployment. It is within the scope to determine if the initial radio system is adequate as is, or if where is that? Yeah, he's saying something which I don't know where he's picking that from. Do you follow?
I don't know that we,
It's the initial backup. Data
what he's
system.
trying to say, I think, is that well, we were saying, okay, we'll do the copper and we'll figure out where we're gonna put the thing, and then we want them to do the radios. And I think he's objecting to them just doing the radios without somebody else looking at the overall radio system.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So,
So
anyway,
it means
but, you know, I think
he's
you're
going
better-
back on what they agreed to.
I'm not sure where they ever agreed to that.
What they agreed to when
they?
we had the workshop.
Okay.
When we had the workshop, they agreed to it. I don't have any problem if they change their mind. You know, but he should.
We should quote the workshop meeting minutes.
Right,
And
you know.
say, well, this is the direction you want to
This is
do,
the
and if
direction.
you want to change it.
Yeah, if you want to change it, you know,
Yeah,
then, you know,
Mm-hmm.
right. So you follow it?
Yeah, refer to
So
workshop.
quote the workshop note where
Mhm.
we picked this from
Mhm.
and say, this is the direction, like he said. If you want to change it, that's fine. We will change it through a change management
Mhm.
this thing. That's right?
Mhm.
Yeah. And that's 32.
That's 32.
That one I think is, yeah, that's what I expect them to balk at.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so that's,
This thing. Then number 3. Okay, he's saying, okay, this one, I think you gave this response, but he's saying that's not correct. He's saying that it will actually be achieved by adding a fully functional second set of servers with proper configuration for needed redundancy.
oh, I see what he's saying.
Yeah.
I would agree that we need a second set of servers.
Okay, so,
That's
Yeah,
true.
concur.
Right.
But I always figured that was in the mobilizable backup. So, and
Well,
so,
I think maybe we're better off putting his language, the way
Yeah.
he's written it.
Right.
Let's
Okay.
put his language and then we'll say, we'll add it up to the scope of work, you know.
okay.
Yeah, we'll add it up to the scope of work when we're developing the scope of work for the design consultant,
Right,
right?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So we're basically concurring then?
Yeah, you know. We are concurring because we came up with this, you know, this is not referenced anywhere.
Right.
We came up with this, and I think what he's saying is, you know, so we are concurring and we
Yeah.
say, okay, we'll add it up to the scope of work.
Yeah.
Then number 4, he's saying, wait, where are we? 34, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's referred to number 4,
Revamping the radio system.
relocate.
I think all he's saying is where needed, because.
Yeah, you can just put that in there.
Mhm.
Just put that in there. If that's all
Okay,
he's
if
saying.
if that's where you want to do it, yeah.
Yeah,
Concur.
okay,
Mhm.
no problem.
Okay.
Then 35 should only need to relocate a small number.
Thanks for your comment.
Okay, so put that there. Thanks for your comment.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure what else you would do. It's
Yeah.
really not,
Thanks for your comment.
thanks for your input and comment.
Right. And then 36, he says what we are saying is inaccurate. I don't have any problem. We can put what he has there.
Oh, okay, and again, I think that's what they're saying. is
Yeah,
they-
that's what they're
yeah,
saying.
Yeah, okay.
So let's put that there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we can concur with that.
Yeah.
That does kind of open up then, where do we put those servers? But anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. Because if you're going to put more servers, then, you know, the locations, it eliminates a lot of locations.
But no, actually, that's that's kind of why I was thinking it's part of the mobilizable thing. I figured that
Yeah, but
the whole idea of,
if you're using a trailer, you can't put a whole lot of servers in there.
but if you don't use the trailer, if you don't put them in the trailer, and something happens at Rinconada, that the servers go down at Rinconada,
You still need a new server, another set of server.
where, how are we gonna get connectivity to the mobilizable thing? So anyway.
Well, the trailer, you have a few servers that can do the work. You can do the backup. But I think what they are talking about is they need more fixed servers
Okay.
to do the work. And
Yeah.
so the
They
question
need it.
is, where are you going to put those fixed servers? Unless they tell us.
Okay.
Because the mobilizable, you can't bring a whole building and be moving the building from,
Okay.
right? You need a nimble something, and a small trailer is what is going to be nimble. That's what you can move around because you're asking for mobilizable.
Yeah.
You know,
But again, okay.
yeah.
All right.
You know, so you can't bring a whole big this thing and pack it up with servers. I mean, the two don't jive.
Okay.
Server doesn't occupy much space,
Yeah.
just a few rack. We came with the backup control center. Wherever the control center is there, then server is there.
Okay. All right.
All right, so you can
Yeah.
respond, right?
Mhm.
Okay, write that, this one down too. Okay, so that 36, right?
Yep.
Okay, 37. Couldn't an admin area trailer be placed behind the gate in the maintenance yard?
could any area trailer be placed behind the gate of maintenance yard? Who is maintenance yard?
The
That's
maintenance, you know,
behind the maintenance building. I
So-
think
It's near the road, right? Near
that's,
the,
do we want to investigate that? We could check with facilities and see if that's an option. They were the ones that told us no.
what do you mean? We spoke with him and he said no.
he said everything over here is temporary, cannot get a permit.
Well, if that's the case, then just write in
Oh,
there.
that's right.
Yeah.
Respond.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, then just
Yeah.
respond that we checked
Yeah.
with facilities and
Mhm.
he said nothing,
Yeah.
yeah,
Facility already
yeah,
Yeah.
indicate.
yeah, then that's the thing.
Right.
Oh, you see, 39, he comes with that, what I was talking about. Will or are trailers big enough to hold servers, workstations, and all the necessary distance? Well, we think trailers, but if they have anything else, they can let us know. Right?
Mhm.
So that's our response, you know. If they think it's not big enough and they know something big enough, they should let us know, you know.
And frankly, the trailer that, you know, when we talked to Brian Dean, I mean, this is not, you know, a mobile home. You know, this is something you hook up to a large vehicle and you can pull it.
yeah.
You know, it's not,
Yeah,
but that's really, they kind of need, you know.
so you can write the response.
Yeah, I can put in there.
We think trailers are big enough, but
Mhm.
if they know something which is big enough for what they are looking for, they should let us know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right.
38.
Again, you know, the existing trailer at Penitencia might not be that mobile. That's true, but that actually is not necessarily the trailer we would use.
Okay. There we
And
go.
then basically, we would be replacing that trailer.
Right, okay.
But we would
yeah.
put it at that location.
At that location. We're just looking at the location.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
So, but the trailer, you know, mobilizable doesn't mean Winnebago. Did you get that, Ben?
This one, 38 is referred to, let me see.
He just explained it.
He referred the exchange trailer at the Penitential,
Right.
and he said it's not mobile. It's
Right.
a trailer, but not mobile.
Right. Well, but there's two parts to that. One, we could replace the trailer.
Mhm.
And secondly, based on the input from Brian Dean, they
Mhm.
need a certain amount of area
Mhm.
that limits how mobile this trailer is going to be.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. 39, I think we did already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
40 would be helpful if could put on the ring as part of this project.
He want to put it in Coyote.
Yes, that's something that he wants.
Mhm.
Well,
But is it really part of our scope? I don't know that it is. I don't know that it's really a part of our scope. I think it's something that he wants.
okay, so we can just answer that it's not part of the scope.
I don't see it as a part of the
Yeah.
scope yet,
Yeah.
you know? I think that's one way, but.
Yeah. So answer that it's not part of the scope, and he should reference the direction they gave us.
Mhm.
right? Direction, he should reference Kurt's memo, which directed us to the
Or-
approved project proposal,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. So 41. Do we know, he's talking about penitentiary?
No, it's here the maintenance building,
Which maintenance building?
in the next to the admin building. Right?
Oh, right. So, you know, the part of this, they call it the ERP thing.
Oh.
You know, where we're gonna get smaller cubes and all that type of stuff.
Right.
What's driving that is the maintenance building, they're trying to get people out of it, or at least parts of it. Those people are going into the admin building.
Yeah,
So, one, they may demolish the maintenance building, or they might keep part of it.
oh,
And I think he's asking, do we know what the maintenance building will be used for then?
yeah, just answer, we
know.
don't.
That,
Yeah.
we don't know.
Just answer, we don't know, yeah. We don't want to take on
Mhm.
other things.
Yeah.
And 42, where is the warehouse, as mentioned?
42.
And it's the storage room.
Which warehouse is he talking about?
Remember he said, what the no number? That's, I think the same question. He mentioned, as mentioned.
I don't follow you.
The Senator Teresa, he want to see what the no number for the storage room. Remember at the beginning? Is Thomas question. He want to access,
I can't, from this, I can't tell which
11.
comment he's pointing to.
Yeah,
look at 11.
11.
Yeah, item 11, Thomas question.
can be more specific as to which room number.
Yeah. We say, there we say storage room, and he say warehouse, actually the same, what he mentioned about.
So we say storage room,
Mm-hmm. In the other location and here. And actually here is, his comment is for, actually 42 is for Senator Teresa. Is for this one.
because he is asking where is the warehouse, and the question I'm asking you is which warehouse is he talking about?
Senator Teresa.
Santa Teresa.
Mhm.
So in our analysis table, where do we mention the warehouse?
Do you have a document that hasn't been marked up?
Yeah, okay, I printed this. Here.
So
So
where does it say warehouse?
we don't say warehouse in
No room in current occupied building may have a.
there, right?
This was comment
Comment 42.
42. Here, no room in current occupied building may have other locations available on site. Where is the warehouse as mentioned? I don't get it. Oh, did we, maybe we mentioned it someplace else?
Yeah, so finally we mentioned warehouse somewhere, and that's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, okay.
Have you found it?
No.
So if we didn't mention warehouse, then we say, we didn't mention warehouse.
We did not mention warehouse.
Which warehouse are you referring to?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
So, yeah, if you find a warehouse, then, you know,
Yeah.
but otherwise, I don't know which warehouse he's talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, and then 43, Todd had heard from the project team that Chris was open to.
That's true.
Mhm.
That's true, but it's also quite small.
Oh, okay.
The space is
So,
quite small.
yeah, so then put, yes, that's true, but space is very small.
Mhm.
Right.
Okay.
Then 44, he just comments on existing room in pump building.
Yep.
On Concur.
Yep, there, we did look at the existing room in a pump building.
Mhm.
Okay,
Again, is that mobilizable?
Mhm.
And again, it's really, there's no HVAC.
oh,
It's not, you know, it's a pump building. It's,
yeah.
you know, you would have to, we'd have
So-
to
so then-
reconfigure it, you know, it's.
So then we just say cannot be used, right? Yeah, cannot be used because it has all these other things.
This one is referred to the CPP, I think. The priority,
Which one are you talking
44?
44.
about? 44?
Extension room in pumping building.
At Coyote?
Here say no room in current occupied building. Means occupied, no room in current pumping building. He wants to say pumping building. That he want to say.
No, you have to see where his comment is coming from. It's 44, right?
44
So 44,
is in the blue colors. Okay.
oh, you cut off when you printed. Oh, me. This is not you.
Okay. You,
When I printed 40, I think 44 is here. So, yeah,
yeah.
it's in Coyote.
Yeah. Probably they because that's another occupied building is called pumping building. Fine, we can change it. You know what? I think he maybe refer to this one. He say, no room in the current occupied building. He wants to say it's pumping building, not the occupied building.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So that, yeah, that one you can change it.
Right.
Okay, so you can change to pumping.
Pumping building.
Pump.
Pump.
It's pump room or pump building.
Pump
Okay.
building is a pump building.
Right.
Pump building is fine.
And then which one, that was 44?
44.
44.
Okay.
Then 45.
He just has some comment for headquarters and admin building.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's
but
okay.
What difference does it make?
Yeah,
Yeah, let's say,
understand.
okay, we concur.
Yep.
That's
Thank
fine.
you for your comments.
Yeah, yeah, there we go. Thank you for your comment.
Mhm.
Or input, whatever. Same thing for 46.
46, same thing.
Mhm.
And 47,
Yeah.
same thing, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. 48, location is,
Yeah.
Unless he thinks we gotta change the scores or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But then I think that's the next page.
yeah,
Yeah.
49, same, right?
Mhm. Yeah, it can be changed. Agree.
50,
Same thing.
Yeah.
okay,
Mhm.
51.
Okay. 51, now he's talking about the ratings.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
where, yeah, this
Okay.
is where I think I saw 51, he was talking about, aren't the concerns here really more engineering? And this is where I say I tend to agree with
Yeah,
him. You know, so what we need to
Okay.
move mobilizable system
To
from
engineering.
economic to engineering.
Okay.
Okay.
You know,
Okay. No
and
problem.
that should be then.
Mhm.
So we concur
Okay.
with that.
Okay.
And so from here, we can go back to 22. Right?
Yeah.
Remember,
Yep,
we
we
left
skipped that.
22, we skipped
Right.
that.
Mhm.
And then you can reference this,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Is it 22? Or 21?
21.
21.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you can reference
Mhm.
this.
Yeah.
Okay. Then 52. He means not yet able to rate. When
So you
when
take
is he?
all the
Oh,
number.
no. Yeah, we don't want to do that. I
No,
mean,
we don't
that
wanna-
basically means we haven't done anything.
Yeah.
No.
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 So this one's a no.
Well,
we
okay,
have
oh,
to-
he's saying for economic considerations, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you-
but we have to give a rating.
No,
Even if
he
we
mean-
give the
he
same
means,
rating, is the same. You know.
After we move the mobilization to engineering,
Yeah.
they have no issue on this one. Because you say cost is not evaluated. But we-
Actually,
Oh.
then because the rating for all of them are the same,
Yeah.
Right.
right?
Mhm.
Put a trailer someplace?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So if you like, maybe if you like instead of 5, you
Just
put-
move
you
this
put
line,
NA.
move this line to here.
If you put NA,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that will satisfy what you
Yeah,
say.
Right.
Okay.
Move this line to here.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but then these, this and these,
All
you
the
can
same.
put NA.
And they say NA.
NA. Yeah, just say NA.
And, okay.
Yeah. Because I think that's what he's trying to say.
Yeah, okay.
You know.
NA or NE?
NA, not
not
applicable.
No, okay, NA.
Okay.
Okay, these three lines, NA, okay. NA. Okay.
Because in that case, we've gone with what he's saying.
Okay.
We've taken out all the numerical
Okay,
ratings
okay,
for
yeah.
economic.
Good,
right?
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if economic is not it, then how the,
You score
How-
with the other numbers you have.
I mean because you still have waiting,
Yeah, that's okay.
fine?
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, you go. You,
Yeah.
You score with the
Skip
other.
that one, just skip
yeah,
that one.
you skip and score with the other this thing you have.
Yeah, still the weight is the same,
Yeah, so we come back and adjust.
right?
It wouldn't make any difference because the
No.
ratings are the same,
No,
Yeah.
right,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
You just
just number
do
different.
the number totals.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So 50, 52, that's what we did.
Mhm.
53,
I think
he's
we
saying
concur.
we concur, right?
Concur.
Yeah, I think he's saying standard research should be the highest rated. And-
Well,
and he
yeah,
gave
and that's
a
what we
reason.
said.
Yeah, that's what he said.
He gives some
Okay.
conclusion.
And 54, same thing.
Mhm.
Agreed, yeah,
Okay.
concur.
Agree.
Except for the, mobilizable or not, and then we're gonna refer to Kurt's memo, or
Yeah,
approved project proposal.
project proposal. There we go, and we are done.
Mhm.
Oh, wait.
The last one.
Yeah, 54, that's what Todd talked about. You know, we just referenced the approved.
Yeah, we concur with the first part, and then,
Yeah.
we think we've already done it with the approved project proposal.
Yeah, okay,
Okay,
so take a shot at it and then, right?
okay,
The response, this thing, take a shot at it and then me and Todd will look at
Okay.
it.
yeah,
And if we have changes, we will make the changes.
okay,
All right.
good.
All right?
Tomorrow I'm off. Take your day off.
Tomorrow your day off?
You want me to walk?
Okay.
I'm not supposed to
No,
walk
when you
Monday.
come- when you come on Monday.
Okay, Monday,
When you
okay,
come on
Yep.
Monday.
okay,
Yeah.
all right,
Okay,
good, thank you.
all right, thank you.